Yeah, I don't think they were ready for how big this was, man.
No.
This is insane.
All right, guys. So if you guys are following along, I've got the old Blazer up and going. And today we are going to do the Route 66 Centennial Cruise for Tulsa, Oklahoma. And me, Matt, a few other friends are going to take our cars and we're going to see what this is about. There's supposed to be almost 5,500 cars registered. And it is supposed to be, for Tulsa, one of the biggest things that have happened yet as far as the car culture goes. So if you follow along, I've just tried my hand at buffing this rig out to get rid of all the chalky paint, and I'm trying to get this thing lined out. I'm really hoping to test this vehicle's cooling system, whether or not it's going to vapor lock, all that kind of stuff, and see if it'll go through this long cruise and just see if it's ready for a really big adventure. This event is going on May 30th on a Saturday, so I have the day off, and I'm going to stay up late, try to get all these little bugs worked out, get this thing shined up, and we're going to hit the road bright and early.
Super early, man. I got about a couple hours of sleep. Should ride smooth. So we're heading to the car show cruise for Route 66, and we picked up Matt. Now we're just cruising by all this water. It's making me want to go fishing instead, especially being up this early. What's up, man? We'll load up on some of that cheap gas. If that is such a thing anymore. It's looking pretty good now. Got the buff on it. I like it. This stuff gets everywhere. Makes a hell of a mess. You're ready, man. There's some cool cars out here. You got a couple of big. I wonder if they're GM guys. Alright, so we are waiting in traffic. We got Tim, we got Brandon in the line back there, and we are about 1.5 miles from the expo, and as you can see, the cars are backed up every which way, so we're going to be in traffic for a while. So yeah, we're 1.5 miles away and we're sitting gridlocked in traffic, which is not a bad day to be sitting with all these cars. Sir?
I think we're going to be here a minute.
Yeah. We got Tim's, is that a 65 or 66?
66.
That's what I was thinking, I couldn't remember. Very pretty. What's up, man? Oh yeah, I like stickers. Yeah, I guess we'll hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait. Hours.
But that ain't putting no food in my plate and gas in my car.
I mean, there's people coming in from everywhere. The fat lady hadn't sang yet.
This is now what time?
It is officially 9:09.
9:09. So we've been here 2.5 hours in this same 100-yard spot. It's all right with me. This is pretty fun. I've never seen this many cars in like one spot, and it's pretty cool. So yeah. Toyota FJ. All right, we're finally moving. Hopefully we can get up here and at least get on a different road. There we go. Gosh, dang, that's a good looking 67. I like that one. Ooh, here's another one. That's a good looking truck. Gosh, dang. All right, we are now moving. 64 El Camino. I'm thankful to get that sun out of my lap. Dang. How y'all doing? All right, now we're going through the expo that rerouted us, and now we're moving. So, got Brandon and Tim behind us. Got a little Rambler in front of us. We're clicking along. Now we're getting into it, man. This old 68 sounds good, man. Yeah, I don't think they were ready for how big this was, man.
No.
This is insane.
We're about to officially hit historic Route 66.
This was totally worth taking the transmission out twice. I'm telling you. Play on Route 66. Beat a 55 Chevrolet on Route 66. Somebody come get their grandma. Me and Jeff did. At Atlas Liquor, and then took it to my grandpa's and put it in the fridge, cleaned his fridge out. That was a good time, man. Very good time. Man, this is a lot of cars. I've never seen anything like this. Insane. Yeah, if you guys want a kick, go to Atlas Liquor right there, man. Get all the cheap beer you want. Forgot about the little Mexican joint down here. I can't even remember that.
Tacos Don Francisco?
That's it, Tacos Don Francisco. I used to love that place. Route 66 parade.
We've made it to downtown.
Yep. This has been something like I've never seen before. Kind of a hot rod power tourist-esque, I believe. Cool stuff though. I think the 457 behind us is having a hard time. 'Cause I'm on the hot side after you. Lost and found. Man, there's a lot of people. It's a beautiful day for it.
Yes, it was. Or is.
How do you do that rumble strip? Do you just drive on and make some music, or do you?
Yeah, you gotta go 35 mile an hour.
Oh, yeah. We ain't got to speed us so we won't know. We just have to drive till the music sounds right. That's awesome. So now we've made it to Sapulpa, and there's a lot going on here too. Found another. I mean, that Jeep sounds kind of tough. We have a 72 Chevy pickup, 69 GTO. We look right up here, 242. So this is a real 69, no wing window GTO. Pretty sharp. I bet Brandon Horton likes that. All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. All right, guys, so we finished up that Route 66 cruise. Back in the garage, I'm maintaining all my wheel bearings and stuff. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's quite a bit of controversy over this cruise. And as you guys can see, we got there early. Yeah, we had to wait in traffic. It was starting to get warm and everything. It moved pretty good, but my takeaway from this, especially after watching between the guy who promoted it with his YouTube channel and the Route 66 group that put it on and everything, I don't think either group was ready for the sheer size of what this was, because I think all together they had over 5,000 cars. I think a little over 1,000 cars got turned away. I just don't think they were ready for it, you know? And yeah, I can understand a few people had a rough time, but for the most part, it seemed like the first part of the group people got through. It's just too big, you know? But I think if they'd done it next time, they would need a lot more police presence. They would probably let more of the general public know, because that was the problem while we were sitting in traffic, is the general public really had nowhere to go because of the people with cars and stuff. Like if they would have lined up single file on each corner of each area, and what everybody was doing, and I noticed this, is the impatience. Like instead of getting a single file line, everybody was cutting up and blocking both lanes. The regular traffic couldn't get through, and then you have one cop in the intersection. Nobody's listening to him. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's being impatient. It's like the fact that any of you guys think that you're going to show up for something this big and get there at 10 o'clock, 9:30, and think you're going to roll through this in just a couple hours and be back at home in the air conditioning and all that kind of stuff, you're crazy. It's not reasonable. I mean, was a big deal, and I think they just didn't have the manpower to put it on and everything. One good thing though is they did give the money. They are giving the money back to every person who paid an entrance fee and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool and everything. And I know that one YouTuber, he's pretty upset about it. And I mean, I can understand where he's coming from, because that's your name's tied to it. And I mean, a lot of people didn't get to attend it and everything. So I can understand where he's going with it and everything. And so, and it's, catching traction, so, but yeah, from my perspective at least, I took a day off from work. I worked on this thing. I stayed up Friday night. After I got off work, I worked Friday evening. I stayed up till about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning finishing things up on this that I thought would be a problem. And then I slept for 2 hours and got up and hit it. I have no complaints, man. We finished the cruise. We went and ate lunch. We went to Sapulpa, Crystal City. We cruised around, looked at cars. It was a great experience, man. So I'm happy to have been a part of it. I'm happy that this thing did really good. It didn't idle for 3 hours. I didn't let it sit there and do that. But like, as far as going through the cruise and everything, it never got over 185 degrees. It was amazing. No vapor lock. This is 100% carbureted, old school technology. If you keep up with it, you keep in good shape, it'll work. But I might make a video though. One thing I think a lot of people were doing with the old stuff that you can't do with modern cars that everybody's doing is they just let it run. And I think a lot of times the cars just aren't up to snuff. They aren't taken care of. And then, because I think I counted at least 10 or 11 cars that were broken down. They were overheating, vapor locked. Some of them had those cheap, junky electric fans on them. I mean, there's just things that you could do to kind of make the older stuff work. And I might do a video showing you guys how I would set up, anything from a 70s Camaro to a 6-cylinder pickup to whatever. There's a few key components you got to have make that work. So, as always, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you. We're going to do some more service on this thing. And I think my next move is a lot of miles. So, thank you.